detailed design and tender documents required to implement the recommendations of the West Risk Assessment Report attached. This would require the selection of an external engineering firm to complete these tasks. B, terminate the addition of fluoride at the Cornwall water purification plant.
For someone to move either option, Councilor Murphy.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. I'd like to move option B, terminate the addition of hydrochloric acid in the Cornwall.
Seconded by Councilor Grant. Debate, Councilor Sept.
Mayor, we've received a letter from Dr. Paul, who's got additional information. I think it's very important. I think that Sid also was heard it. So I'm going to ask for a deferral until such time he's able to come back to us and give us the information he has. I think we're making a decision like this. I think it's very important to make sure we get all the information.
Seconded by Councilor Gardner. The deferral? On the deferral?
Yes.
Councilor Murphy.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. I'd be okay with the deferral as long as we get both sides of the argument from a recognized professional.
If I could ask, who would make that choice from that side of the discussion? And I think we don't have to decide this evening, but I think it would have to be made known clearly, possibly through the CAO, so that those people or person could be invited to present that position.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor.
I recognize Councilor Moore. CAO, do is there a difficult situation?
I understand it's like Dr. Paul.
On one side, but now Councilor Murphy wants to make sure that we hear the opposite.
Mr. Mayor, just
Or Councilor Grant.
the point of order is the deferral doesn't discuss that.
I
So
see.
unless there's an amendment to the amendment, we can't discuss about the second part unless the Councillor Burdette wants to add that on, that we get arguments from both sides. Because we can't debate the second part of that because it isn't part of the deferral.
Going to make it easier to try, no problem. I just want to get all the information.
I understand. I just want to make sure with the clerk that they're all on the same wavelength.
It's a report that
Okay. So, we're still on the deferral then? Correct? Okay. Councilor Carter.
Well, Your Worship, but this particular issue has been around for a while. We've heard from, I think, every expert that lives in North America as well as some from Europe and other parts of the world. But I think Dr. Paul deserves the right to come here. He's the guy we trust for these matters, and we shouldn't make any of these decisions until at least we hear from him. And I'm sure we'll get those phone letters and all kinds of different people telling us just how wrong we are.
Councilor Grant, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're going to have two people come to this meeting. Are they going to debate the pros and cons or just make a presentation? And then we'll debate the pros and cons after. What's the purpose of both? Is it just to make arguments?
Would you like to make a suggestion to your colleagues?
I'm just asking.
Normally, I would expect that both parties would make a presentation to council, and then an ensuing debate would take place amongst councilors at the table.
So the two presenters won't be debating. It'll be council.
That's correct.
Just for clarification.
That would be my,
You know, I find it ironic that we're going to go through this again. I think, like Councilor Carr said, we've had how many reports from Dr. Paul and how much information about fluorosilicic acid. I mean, damn it, if we need more information, I don't know how much more information we need. The hazards are there. We know that from our employees, the Health and Safety Committee, plus the employees that have talked about the hazards that are involved in this, plus the huge cost that's associated with this.
Your Worship, mostly point of order, like my colleague.
so hold on, just a minute. One person at a time, please. Just wait. Are we done, Councilor Grant?
Well, I don't know, I depend on.
I can only hear one at a time. Are you concluded your remarks?
I don't know.
I would invite you to take your seat.
Can I come back on this?
I'll consider.
Oh, I mean,
You might best finish then. No, Councilor, just a minute.
please, I want to hear his point of order. That's
To the point of order, point of clarification, which is.
My point of order is that the comments that are being made are on the main motion and not on the deferrals. And so the comments by my colleague, as she suggested earlier, should be made on the motion and not on the deferral.
Yes, I'm sitting down, Mr. Mayor.
Yes. Now. Again?
Your wishes?
How's the table?
My question is, on the deferral specifically, can we have a specific timeline for the deferral?
Well, I'd have to ask the mover what the intention was.
I think the intention was
So
the
do that?
next meeting, Council, following meeting.
Following meeting, October 22nd, okay.
That would make sense, because we've been debating this for over a year.
I don't dispute that. Councilor McDonald?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just with regard to date, I believe Dr. Paul in his letter asked us to consider this in November because he wasn't available at that time, so please